camp. Eamon, your thoughts after watching that big win for Barca?
Yeah, and I'd like to confirm that Lionel Messi is not in such decline as I felt he might be before.
You did say he'd score a hat-trick beforehand too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, my thoughts are actually the Manchester City side of things. I thought they were a shapeless shambles from start to finish. They were terrible. This is the heaviest defeat. He's had one other 4-0 defeat in the Champions League, incidentally. But this is the heaviest of his career. I think they were terrible. The decision to leave Aguero out of the team is mystifying, and then to bring him on very late on. And in truth, you know, Barcelona weren't anything like they can be. They really took advantage of, you know, a shambles that was put in front of them. And there's a lot of top players in that team. I still think there's a question mark about Barcelona. In terms of this competition, could you see them conceivably winning it? I couldn't. But I think really the story of the night is the humiliation of Pep going back to the Nou Camp. The way his team performed, Stones, Sterling. Never saw Sterling all night. De Bruyne playing in a very strange position up front in the first half. What was that all about? Kolarov, nothing. Otamendi, the guy can't run. And of course the shambles of their goalkeeper, Bravo. And this whole thing of Guardiola dismissing, dispatching, if you like, his goalkeeper, Joe Hart, almost dismissively. And sending for Bravo late in the day because he could play the ball out from the back and encouraging him to do that. So all of that is a terrible indictment of Pep Guardiola. You have a responsibility to... Your team has to have meaning and shape and make sense. And if you drop someone like Aguero, you know, against a weakened Barcelona. Barcelona ended up with Jerry Mathieu and Umtiti, two squad players for France, at the heart of their defence. Gerard Piqué off the pitch, Neymar not, you know. I don't think that was Barcelona's greatest performance by any means. So they did what they had to do, and they respected the game. I think what Guardiola's doing is disrespectful to the oldest principles in football. If you have someone like John Stones, he's a centre half. He's got to learn how to play centre half before he starts trying to be Franz Beckenbauer. And if you have a player as good as Aguero, you've got to play in a big game like this in the Champions League and be respectful to him too. And I think there is a cult, I've mentioned this problem before, around Pep Guardiola. And I thought the Premier League would test him. And, you know, I still think he's got a lot to prove. Because I think what he's trying to prove is that he's found a new way of doing things that are as old as the history of the game. And he hasn't. And I think tonight was the culmination of vanity on his part, hubris perhaps, because he's such a god in the game, and they've got to hide him.
Liam, did his